What is going on, everyone's? We're here. We're back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. We in this thing. We're gonna go ahead and get it started with what you know good. So, what you know good? Hold on, let me rewind. I am Brandon D.
And I am Camilla Stalker.
All right, we're gonna move right along and get into what you know good. So, what you got for us, baby?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Show you right.
Happy Valentine's
Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone's.
That's all I got. Happy Valentine's Day.
That's all you got?
For Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
Y'all doing anything special? Dinner, flowers? What type of flowers? Fun fact. I don't like roses. Yeah. Red ones. I don't like red roses. Huh. You can give me... Well, they symbolize something, like the colors symbolize something different. So I think red does symbolize love, but I do not like a red rose. Tulips, some type of
dandelions.
You can go pick one out the grass.
Hey, it's a weed day everywhere.
All right, happy Valentine's Day. I hope y'all enjoying your day. Whoever you love, your kids, what you doing. So next up on What You Know Good, Betty Davis, who was the godmother of funk, passed away at the age of 77. I personally do not know her music. I know who she is. I don't know her music. She was very free. She was very sexual, and she got up on stage and she did her thing. She was like Tina Turner was wild, but she was just more sensual and sexual. She was also married to Miles Davis. She went through a lot, and her music didn't get the recognition that it should have. So she kind of went in seclusion. She was still alive, and then she just said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just chill." A couple of years ago, I did watch her documentary on Prime Video, and I went and looked. It is still up. It is the Betty Davis documentary. They say I'm different. That's what it's called, and it's on Prime Video. So if you want to know more about who she is, how her life is, if you know some of her songs, because I don't, check. I don't either. Check. I have no idea. Check her out. It wasn't something that I'm very I like music, but her stuff it's
borderline erotic.
Was it what?
Erotic.
It was more like. It was like funk, and I like funk because I like Parliament and I like Boosie and them. But hers was just, I don't know, it was different.
It was just different.
It was different. Not bad, but it wasn't for me. Next up, so I always tell y'all about what I've read, and I have a couple of books that I've read. I forgot to mention last week one of the books that I had read, which is Lovecraft Country. Now, y'all probably heard of that because it's a show on HBO Max. Guess what? Before it was a show, it was a book.
Like most things.
So, it's a science fiction book. And I was like, I want to read the book before I watch the show. And the show has been canceled. They didn't renew the show. And the show had Jonathan Majors. If you watched The Harder They Fall, the main character that was chosen. What else was he in? He was also in Spike Lee's, what is it? The last movie that he did with Chadwick Boseman in it. He Jonathan Majors is in that one. He was Delroy Lindo's son, and he went and he was like, "What do you want?" Like he gave his son a hard time. Remember Brother Five? Oh my gosh,
I've never seen that.
Okay, there's a Spike Lee joint. It's Delroy Lindo. It's Chadwick Boseman. It's Jonathan Majors. They go to Vietnam to get Chadwick's body. I'm saying
I
Chad
remember that.
because
Okay.
you were the reason
I
why we
remember
watched.
that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just sat here and talked about.
I didn't know the name of it, and I don't know those actors' real names.
I don't
either.
know the name of what is it. Blood Brother 5 or something Spike Lee did.
I know what
Anyway,
you're talking about.
Jonathan Majors was in that movie. He was also in The Harder They Fall with Regina King, the Jay-Z movie that just came out on Netflix. Yeah, so and Journey Smollett, was in it. But anyway, back to the book. The book is way, 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 way better than the show. Excuse me. I enjoyed the book as science fiction. I don't really do science fiction like that, but this was good. At first, I was thrown off because it was a white author. His name is Matt Ruff, and he's talking about black characters. And I was like, how you gonna talk about black history? But it was dope. And then if you know H.P. Lovecraft, who was an author who wrote science fiction, who was a racist man, this is what the book kind of delves into. Like, it gives you racist, it's just a bunch of racist vibes, but really good book. Really, really good book. Because it's like, in the book, it's like kind of saying like they're going to fight monsters, but the monsters are white people.
And white monsters.
And so it was like, y'all, the book is good. I like the book. Okay, anyway, next book I read, When Chicken Heads Come Home to Roost, a hip-hop feminist breaks it down. This is by Joan Morgan. I wasn't going to talk about this book, but I figured since I read it, I would talk about it. Trash. But I am going to set up a topic about some of her views from the book. I'm so glad that I checked it out from the library and read it and did not purchase. Her views, okay, let me not say it's trash because somebody out there might feel like they can relate.
It might be trash to you.
The hip hop feminist. She didn't even talk about hip hop. She had like P. Diddy in there talking. Like, how is he hip? Okay, but like her feminist views were weird. And then like to say when chicken heads, like she was like, you know what a chicken head is, and she was like, I envy a chicken head because they go out and they get the man, and the man will buy them this and this, and I have to work hard for. I'm like, you envy that?
A chicken head?
A chicken head? Because she's putting herself out there for.
Wow.
Y'all, that book was not good to me. But like I said, I am going to take some of her topics and come up with take some of her views and come up with the topic for a later episode. So I'm going to go into that. But I did not enjoy the book. I finished it. 8 hours of my life of reading.
Have mercy.
I finished the book. And it was like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Next book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I do not know how to pronounce his last name.
Well,
I was put onto this book by my brother. He told me to read it. As soon as he told me, I went to the library to check it out. I had been waiting on the list.
Library
I had a wait list.
Yeah.
I had been waiting on the book because I wasn't sure if I wanted to own it. Like, I ain't want to go into and not like it, but I enjoyed it. The morals and the values and like the stories of you're gonna hit some hard times, but you have to keep going, and you just can't stay in one spot. Like the omens, like it was a book about omens and following your heart, like listening to your heart and what you need to do. So I enjoyed The Alchemist. Next up that I read, The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, and this is by Issa Rae. I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time, since it came out, because I remember when her web series on YouTube came out, the series of An Awkward Black Girl, I thoroughly enjoyed. I've been an Issa Rae fan since then, but this book, it was audiobook, so she was narrating it. I was a little disappointed. it didn't hit like I thought it was gonna hit. She was real awkward though, like, but it didn't hit. Like, I know I have my awkward moments, but I was like, I wasn't that awkward in school.
Issa Rae always seemed like an awkward person.
But it was like, I love Issa Rae. This book didn't hit.
She's like super weird.
Yeah, she's very awkward. But it was like her awkward. And here's the thing, everybody's awkward is different, right? Because my awkward, I'm kind of like cool. She's not cool. In the book, she was like,
she awkward.
She was really an awkward black girl. Good read, but I wanted it to punch me a little bit more. It didn't punch like I thought it was. But if you're interested in those books, check them out. The one that I really recommend the most, like the top two, would be Lovecraft Country. If you're into science fiction, I'm not gonna say read that if you don't want to. And The Alchemist. That very easy read. You could probably finish it in one setting. They didn't have an audio book option, so I had to read it on my phone. But I enjoyed that. And those are the top two that I would say. All right, so next up on my What You Know Good, the last thing on my What You Know Good is like something funny. Houston Metro buses and trains are honoring Rosa Parks with a yellow seat that says, dedicated to the memory of Rosa Parks. So, although that is not the topic of discussion today, I wanted to put that in What You Know Good and let us know. Is
that supposed to be a win?
I don't know, Houston. What y'all doing?
Yeah.
And the seat, I have a picture.
Is it on the back of the bus or the front of the bus?
It's next to a handicap thing.
Oh.
So I was like, and it's a yellow seat, and in this I was like, so y'all spent money for a lot of yellow seats to put on the bus, and
they put new yellow seats.
You put a lot of money in that, but
yellow
we can't.
Seats. And the trains too.
Yes, and the trains too. So we can't.
Interesting.
We can't get our roads fixed. We can't have.
I bet Rosa Parks like, what the hell?
Shit, y'all, this is ridiculous. But I just wanted to put that in my What You Know Good.
Shout out to that. Shout out to the Houston
history.
Metro. They out here booming.
You gotta insert that picture. You gotta. I'm gonna send it to you so you get. I was like, how I got it. My sister sent it to me, and I was like,
I'm gonna go ride the Metro today.
I thought about that.
All right,
too.
Can you sit in the seat?
That's why I don't know. I'm not sure if you can sit.
Oh, you just look at it.
You have to look at it. Like
they should have put a picture of her on
it.
So you can look at it.
It's sitting right next to the handicap, and I'm like,
right next to the handicap.
They had to have done that on purpose, because if a handicapped person, you're not gonna step over a handicapped person and just sit. Well, I wouldn't like to sit.
So we supposed to take pictures of it or something?
I don't know. They already took a picture, so I'm good. I didn't see it. Oh. It's weird.
All right.
That is all.
They're gonna have some people taking selfies in them joints. I'll show you right.
Way to go, Houston.
H Metro, whatever it is.
Way to go. All right. So that's all I have for What You Know Good.
Man, we moving right along because H-Time on some other ish right now.
That's crazy.
They going to paint your seat yellow.
They didn't paint it. It's like
they went and bought.
They spent money on this. I'm not even joking. They spent money for a pretty yellow, really pretty yellow too.
Bright yellow. It gotta be noticeable.
It was a pretty yellow.
They should have found out what Rosa Parks' favorite color was and painted it and had that color. It might have been yellow.
Y'all, it's so.
I know it wasn't red.
So silly.
Lord, that's a cover.
Is it a cover?
That's a cover. That's a regular seat, and that's a cover.
They still spent money on it for that to be done.
And they say Rosa Parks and little.
In little, it says dedicated to the memory of Rosa Parks.
That look like a seat cushion.
It might be.
I might want to sit in there. It look comfortable.
Anyhow, that was it for What You Know Good.
Yes, indeed. We moving right along to old topic. So, what the topic for today gonna be?
Where's the peace?
There it is, right there. Oh, you talking about this piece?
No.
Oh, okay, we good. Yeah.
So
fuck around, fuck a taff.
a viewer of ours, a very good viewer that we know, sent me the suggestion, and it was like, where's the peace? And it was about finding peace in a chaotic environment.
Because it is chaotic out here, boy.
It is very chaotic. So I guess I want to start off with, what are ways people can find peace?
Just put 2 fingers up and chunk up a deuce, and there goes your peace. But now for me, I'm not say I don't have nothing specific that I do to find peace. I just get away from people.
Well, then that's specific.
I guess that is specific.
I don't have a specific, but I just get away from it. You go away. You go be by yourself. That is how I find my peace. Now that I found now that I have like more time to myself, I can go away and read more. That's how I find peace.
Yeah.
If you see me with my kids don't get that though. They see me with them headphones in, and they come talking
like I'm listening to them.
They straight be talking too. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, you don't see
so
me
you
having a peace.
talking.
Keep talking too, and like, you don't see me having a peaceful moment, and it's like they don't understand.
I'm not listening to you.
I'm really not.
No.
Then I have to. When they keep talking, I'm not about to. What do you need? Like, what do you need?
Nothing.
I just want nothing. I just wanted, you don't need anything.
Nothing at all.
You don't need nothing. So, ways that I find peace are reading. Now, really, y'all, I'm into the audiobooks now. I try to put my headphones in. Another way that I try find peace to wind down at nighttime is I do my Bible study at nighttime. I used to do it in the morning time, but I've noticed that once I do it at nighttime, I rest well. I rest better. It's not so chaotic with, in my sleep, or I sleep just, better. So those are the ways that I can find peace. So just find something that makes you
I need to get back into fishing.
You were in my brain because I was thinking, like, Brandon said he doesn't know what makes him peace, like what
I need to
peace.
get back into
but
fishing.
It's like you could go take 30 minutes, I don't know, an hour, and find you somewhere to go have a moment and release whatever it is. Also, I think some people do find peace in, talking. I would like my children to I'd be trying to tell my children that, because they be like creating these chaotic moments for themselves, and with each other, where it's like, you don't have to indulge like in what your sister is doing, and that goes in marriage, that goes with coworkers, that goes with sibling, like
all of that.
It goes in with all of that, because of however somebody else is feeling. We have to stop taking it personal, because they are dealing with whatever it is that they are dealing with. Even children are dealing with things. And that's why, the youngest, Isabel, she's very, a lot. She's a lot. She is Ava, but a lot of it is like, I see me. Like how she reacts to things, how sensitive she is to things. And I'd be trying to get her, you don't have to put your energy into Ava. Or, Ava be like, well, Isabel, no, man, y'all need to chill. Like, you can have a moment, you can go outside and be by yourself. You can have a moment where you just leave the room.
They just be following each other. Boy, they be getting on each other's nerves on purpose, boy. No, they the truth. One go outside, the other one go outside.
I don't want to be out there by myself. Isabel, you want to?
You need to be by yourself.
Oh, Isabel was not at peace with herself this week at all.
Lord.
This one, when you had left and she had woke up from her nap, she was like, Ava, you want to go outside? And Ava was like, Ava was like being in peace with herself. And Isabel couldn't accept that. So she went outside. She went outside and she came in. She slammed it. First off, what we not about to do. We ain't slamming no doors. And she started her little feet. She had her boots on. Boom, 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 boom. She went and slammed another door. I didn't get up. I was just like, I'm going to let her have her moment. And so then I guess Ava went to go check on her. When we said you give each other peace, they just gone. And they be trying to fix each other. And, like, you can't fix things. And I'm using them as an example because it's real easy to see, like, children, and I want them to get out of that because you grow up and you be big children, and I'm saying big children because what you do in your childhood kind of follows you, and then you don't know peace. And I'm trying to like teach you, like you don't, and we're on Isabel. Ava likes to talk a lot. She can, Isabel can talk a lot as well. But Ava talks, and she wants to just talk. And how her mother is set up, I am not that talkative person. But she wants to talk. And so it's like, I'm trying to teach, hey, it's okay. You don't always have to be with your mouth open, because I'm not that person. I like to, we sit here and we can watch TV. We can listen to some music. Only time I really feel like, talking is like, this might sound bad, like during lessons, like I'm teaching, like every moment is a teaching thing, but it's just like, I do not like to
ramble on.
I don't. I make my point and then it's like,
move along.
But it's so funny. Both my kids like to talk. Isabel can talk too, but I want them to understand it's okay to shut your mouth and just have that moment, that peace. I remember when I used to work and people would just be talking like, y'all
can shut up.
Y'all don't have to talk so much.
You can shut up. There's a such thing called shut up.
And then it might be like, well, Camille doesn't. I don't. I'm using that word, indulge. I will talk to you, but it's like I really like my peace. I really like quiet. And as I've gotten older into my 30s, I'm just 31, but I'm in my 30s. I really, really like no chaos. If I see that you're doing something that does not align with my values or my morals, I'm going to leave you where you at, and I'm going to continue to do my thing. Like, I don't like it, and I pay attention to a lot of what people will do, like how you treat somebody else. What makes you think that you won't do me the same way? So, in finding that peace, it's just like, I'm gonna move myself out the way. I'm gonna love you from right here, because that doesn't mean I don't love you or that you don't mean anything to me. That just means that right now you're dealing with some things that aren't aligning with my peace, with me and what I want to do.
I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Yeah. And and I don't think a lot of people understand that we control that. We put control into other people's hands and allow them to control it. Like, does that make sense on what I'm
Absolutely.
We be so caught up in, oh, you my friend, so I'm gonna get this to you. But they have control over what we do and what we're saying and how we're handling things. I think a big part of peace within is knowing yourself, knowing what you will put up with and what you won't put up with.
And making that known.
And making it known. And people understanding that, because we're talking about peace, but it's also like boundaries as well. If you don't see that you're messing up my peace, that means you stepping over my boundary.
Absolutely. So
we control that.
And we also have to, like we said, let those things be known, because people don't know they overstepping their boundaries because
we're
you
not
ain't
putting
told
out.
them.
Yeah.
How they supposed to know where your boundary? Because they may have dealt with someone else whose boundaries, they got these.
Yes.
Let them do anything kind of boundaries.
Yes.
So they'll bring that to you, and just based off of how they've been reacting with other people. So always let your boundaries be known.
Yeah, I've had. Let me know if you've had. I've had an issue with that, with placing a boundary, because I've always saw that if we cool, I'm gonna do anything for you, right? I'm gonna make sure you good because you my friend.
Yeah, sometimes you get that cool stuff twisted.
Yeah, I'm gonna do anything for you. But as soon as I say no, then you like leave me, like you don't understand that. And so it's weird, but like I said, I've come to see that in order for me to maintain my peace, there's certain people I cannot be around. There's certain situations I do not want to be around. There are a lot of situations that a lot of things I don't partake in. And to be a little transparent, one of the things that I don't do anymore is drink. I love me a good glass of wine, but I don't do it anymore because I saw what it was doing to me. Does that make sense? And so there will be moments, I'm going to use you for an example, where we'll be in the store and you'll be like, get you some wine. And it'd be tempting. If your husband's saying, get you some.
Just get you some.
It's tempting. But I have to stand in what I know, what I'm trying to do for me and my body and how it makes me feel. And so you have those moments. I'm saying peace, but it's a boundary. And so I just say you control you. You have to stand up and say, this is not what I'm going to do. You are not what Celie do in The Color Purple when she did Mr. Like This. You have to set that. You have to set that in your home. You have to set that in your marriage. You have to set that at school. If you know some people not in your face at work.
Especially at work. Because them fools at work, they get it twisted.
They don't understand that is work and we're not friends. This is a job. I'm here to do a job, to make money, to take care of the things that I need to take care of.
And the people that you cutting for, they don't cut for you.
So and I bet you would always be like, why isn't Camille so? Because of how hard I cut for you, you're not about to do that for me or you'll leave me. And I'm like, the only people.
I show up for you and you don't do the same for me?
No.
F you.
F you. And that's peace. Oh.
Huh.
Wow.
And that's my peace.
And that's my peace. And people, and we on the other side have to understand, okay, like it's cool to check up on somebody, but you also have to say, okay, I wasn't respecting their peace. I wasn't respecting their boundaries. How can I? And then that's a conversation as well. And we don't have those conversations where it's like, okay, how can I? Bosses don't have those conversations either. They just think that they about to boss you around and you gonna do
fire you.
I'm a human. We had that done during like slavery. Slaves didn't have no peace because the boss, or their peace came at a price. If you do this, then you'll have the day off. If you do this, then it was something to it. And we ain't at that anymore. We are not there anymore. We control. I'm saying control ourselves. We. Us. You control you. I tell my girls that all the time. You control who you are. Just because that's your sister, that don't mean nothing. She don't control you.
Yeah.
Now, what she might what comes out of somebody's mouth, but you have 2 daggone feet. You can walk away. If you got something to say, then you say it and then go on and somewhere and don't bring it back up, because that also messes up your peace as well. But yeah, I don't know. Peace. Love and soul.
Yeah, but that is peace.
Protect your peace.
Protect your peace.
Not the peace on the
not
side.
the peace, not the deuces. Yeah, the peace in your heart, in your soul, in your body. Yeah. Protect your peace.
Protect your peace. Protect your heart.
Yeah. You ain't got to be cool with everybody.
No.
And everybody ain't got to be cool with you.
That part.
And you ain't got to be cool with the people who you cool with.
But hey, you gonna respect me though.
RESPECT.
You are going to respect me.
And that's how it just goes. That's just how it's gonna be right there. But anyway.
Oh, wait. Before we go. Protecting your peace. We was talking about like in person. Is it cool to protect your peace off of social media? Like get rid of people?
Absolutely. Because everybody ain't for you, even though they say they are. People say a lot of things, but they'll show you exactly what it is. So when they show you, just believe them. And if they're showing you they ain't for you, you need to X them out. No matter who they are, family, friends, whoever.
Find your peace.
Yeah.
All right, that was just the last question I had.
Yeah. But before we go ahead and get up out of here, y'all know we got to hit them in the head one time. Bam. One time for your mind on this day in Black history. So, on this day, which is, what today is? February the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. Yes, it is. But Morehouse College, originally named Augusta Institute. Shout out to Augusta GA. We in this thing. Y'all know I represent for that AUG. You feel me? But anyway, it was founded on February 14th in 1867. That is 1867 by Reverend William Jefferson White. Shout out to Reverend William Jefferson White. He is the founder of Morehouse College, which was originally called Augusta Institute.
It's the all men.
Yes, it is. Spelman's the women's.
The women.
Yeah. And
my girls say they want to go to Spelman.
Well, that's where they going then.
What?
Yeah, you got to represent a piece up.
Hey. I was like, that's pretty darn good. Who told y'all about Spelman? But
yeah, they're going to be together, getting on each other's nerves some more.
Messing with each other.
Straight up. Man, they need to find their peace within each other. Straight up. But, yes. Once again, thank you for everybody who's tuning in, who has continued to tune in, support us. Shout out to our guest who came up with the topic for today.
Yes,
Delana. Yeah. Shout out her and Makiba. Yeah, that is those are some real people right there.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. But like I say, continue to show us love by liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff.
Comment.
Everything. All of that. That too.
I'm
yeah.
gonna try and comment back.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to the people
what
back.
I'm gonna say?
I don't know.
Cause they be talking. I do. I be like, I don't wanna. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And like always, we'll be back next Monday with a hot new topic. And yeah, peace, love, and soul to you and your loved ones. Y'all continue to stay blessed. Have a blessed week, and we'll see y'all. Oh, you can also catch us on all podcast streaming platforms. So check us out there. Show us some love on there. And like I say, we'll be back next Monday. Peace, love, and soul. Y'all continue to stay blessed. Yeah. And we out this thing.